Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks, and somebody's trying to figure out how many blocks they need. These are 16-inch masonry blocks, I'm guessing, and they want to make a 12-foot radius circle in their yard. So once you figured it out, the way I would do it to lay it out in your yard would be to take a 2-point line, and, well, we're not in the center. Let's take all this, Control G to group it, hit P. Even though my page size is real little, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take a 2-point line and go from the center outward. And you can see now that line is 71.3 inches long. So if you drive a stake in the ground and take another stake and scratch you a mark of the circle, but that's not really what I don't think what he's asking. So let's move this out of the way for a second. How do you make a 12-foot circle? Well, you change your increments from inches to feet. Get an ellipse tool, draw it out, make sure your ratio is locked, and make this 12. That's a 12-foot circle. Now, first of all, we got to go to Object and convert that to a curve. Go to Windows, Dockers, Properties, and click on this curve bar right here, and we've got 37.714. Well, it just doesn't divide by 16-inch blocks. So we really need a 37.7 or sub 37.3 instead of 37.4. So what you can do there with this still open, let's change this to 99.15%. And look at that, we're at 33.8. So that's good. That's good enough. Now I'm going to draw a block. And with my ratio unlocked this time, I'm going to change it back to inches. That's one thing nice about Corel. You can keep going back and forth. Let's make this 16 by 8, and that doesn't really matter. Let's hit P, put it in the center of the page. Now I'm going to select both of them, hit T like Tom. My nudge factor just happens to be 8, which is the thickness of the brick or the masonry block. We're going to put it on top. Now we're going to take this block and rotate to the center of the page. It's not there. There we go. Well, it's still not there. There it goes. So we've got now, instead of 452 feet, or inches, we have 448 inches to make that 37. If you take the calculator out and divide, well, let's just do it. 360 divided by 28 blocks, you get 12.85 degrees. You could actually go 12.857. So we're going to close this. We're going to go to Windows, Dockers, and Transform, and we're going to rotate 12.857. We need 28, but we've already got whenever Corel says a copy, it's going to leave the original. So just hit apply, and there's your blocks showing you that they fit. I mean, pretty much dead on. And when you're working with something that big. So to answer his question, he needs 28 blocks, and he needs that to do this and figure out what that line is. You could actually do it maybe with a parallel dimension tool, go from the center outward. And we've got 27 or 71.39 inches. So just take a stake, drive it in the ground where you're going to put the center, and tie another stake onto it, and just rotate around there to lay out your pattern. I hope it helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.